So I got this tea for my work, and this is raspberry rose hibiscus tea. Oh my god, that's amazing. Excuse me, like, I sound terrible right now because I'm sick. Still getting over a cold, hence the tea. So I've never really done this before. I feel like who I am as a person has changed really drastically over this past year especially. I used to be the kind of person that would share my life all over social media. I was always posting pictures and tagging friends in them and just like doing whatever I could to document where I was, who I was, just like constantly like writing out these long, like eloquent paragraphs about how I felt and posting them for everyone on my newsfeed to see. I just felt like I would just open my heart in such a way that was so fearless and also like cringy in a sense, because I read it and I look back and I'm like, God, but like, you know, that's like what I was feeling at 14 years old. That's what I was feeling at 16, you know, like that's what it was. And so I don't know how personal I want to get on this video, but I could go into like immediately the moment that I just decided to close myself off. And my reasoning behind closing myself off from being vulnerable and from being as honest as I had been in the past was kind of because I felt like I was giving so much and just my intentions were good and I openly display that they were good. I know a lot of people don't like me and you know, I know the things that people say about me. I've been branded all kinds of things, like a snake, a whore, from people that used to be so close to me. I feel like in a lot of ways, my kindness and openness and what I did to express myself in the most authentic way I knew how sort of backfired on me. I felt very taken advantage of. This year I sort of made a deal with myself that I would just not feel things so deeply. I would just not care as much. I just would kind of check out, and because I just couldn't stand one more person turning the knife on me type of thing. So I did. I checked out. It's weird because in a sense I feel like I have a lot more control over myself and my emotions than I ever have in my life, and that makes me feel really powerful, and that's a really good thing to feel. But there is definitely a part of me that feels guilty because I can't feel joy to the extent that I used to be able to feel it. And it's like everything is kind of a watered down, like gray version of what it used to be. When you tell yourself, I don't want to feel pain again. I don't want to be taken advantage of again. I don't want to let people in because I've been hurt a lot. You kind of also stop yourself from experiencing the joy of sharing intimate parts of yourself with other people and being able to genuinely connect with people. So yeah, I guess that's just what I'm getting at. And I'm sure like I'm not the only one who feels this way, and that's kind of why I'm making this video, not just like, listen to like me, my problems. No, I'm kind of making this because I feel like in our society, the focus is to not care. Like, if you don't care, you've won. If you care too much, you don't want to be that guy that like cares so much. Effort is weird, and caring about other people is weird, and like acting genuine is become so weird. Maybe it always has been, I don't know, but so I guess I'm just trying to figure out how to be vulnerable again. Maybe making this video is kind of the first step. I kind of went into hiding. I go into hiding a lot. So just putting this out here being like, I'm really scared of being vulnerable, and it's strange because I can write songs and sing them and make all these dramatic poems and stuff like that. But yeah, like when I actually sit down with someone and they're like, so what was like the story behind that? I'm just like, oh, I mean, like it could be anything. Like I feel like that at its core is like being vulnerable, because you can dress something up, you can create a story, you can create a character, hide behind that in a lot of ways, but at the end of the day, being vulnerable is like putting it out on the table and being like, yep, this is it, you know? And I don't think I'm very good at doing that. And so I'm making this because maybe you're not either. And maybe we can figure that out together. What does it mean to be vulnerable? I don't really know. I feel like this is gonna be one of these things that I post and I'm gonna be like, oh my god, why did I post that? But you know, vulnerable.